Good morning, Mr. San. So today we are going to tell you about the 8 multiple intelligence. Howard Earl Gardner is an American developmental psychologist and the John and Elizabeth Hobbs Professor of Cognition and Education at the Harvard Graduate School of Education at Harvard University. The theory of multiple intelligence differentiates human intelligences into specific modalities, rather than seeing intelligence as dominated by a single general ability.
Musical intelligence, the capacity to discern pitch, rhythm, and tone. This intelligence enables us to recognize, create, reproduce, and reflect on music, as demonstrated by composers, conductors, musicians, vocalists, and sensitive listeners. There is often an affective connection between music and the emotions, and mathematical and musical intelligence may share common thinking processes. Young adults with this kind of intelligence are usually singing or drumming to themselves. They are usually quite aware of sounds others may miss.
Bodily kinesthetic intelligence, the capacity to manipulate objects and use a variety of physical skill. This intelligence also involves a sense of timing and the perfection of skill through mind and body unit. Athletes, dancers, surgeons, and craft people exhibit both the flow bodily kinesthetic intelligence.
Interpersonal intelligence, the ability to understand and interact effectively with others. It involves effective verbal and nonverbal communication, the ability to note distinction among others, sensitivity to the moods and temperaments of others. Teachers, social workers, actors, and politicians all exhibit interpersonal intelligence.
Interpersonal intelligence, the capacity to understand oneself and one's thoughts and feelings, and use such knowledge in planning and directing one's life. Intrapersonal intelligence involves not only an appreciation of the self, but also of the human condition. It involves physically spiritual leaders and philosophers.
Linguistic intelligence, the ability to think in words and to use language to express and appreciate complex meanings. Linguistic intelligence allows us to understand the order and meaning of words and to apply metalinguistic skills to reflect on our use of language. Linguistic intelligence is the most widely shared human competence and is evident in poets, novelists, journalists, and effective public speakers. Young adults with this kind of intelligence enjoy writing, reading, telling stories, or doing crossword puzzles.
Logical mathematical intelligence, the ability to calculate, quantify, consider proportions and hypotheses, and carry out complete mathematical operation. It enables us to perceive relations and connection and to use abstract symbolic thought, screenshotting skills, and inductive and deductive thinking patterns. Logical intelligence is usually well developed in mathematicians, scientists, and detectives.
Spatial intelligence, the ability to think in 3 dimensions. Core capacities include mental imagery, spatial reasoning, image manipulation, graphic and artistic skills. Sailors, pilots, sculptors, painters, and architects all exhibit spatial intelligence. Young adults with this kind of intelligence may be fascinated with mazes or jigsaw puzzles, or spend free time with drawing or daydreaming.
Naturalist intelligence, this nets the human ability to discriminate among living things, as well as sensitivity to other features of the natural world. This ability was clearly of value in our evolutionary past as hunters, gatherers, and farmers.
I prefer study in the indoors because it provides me with more concentration than in the outdoors. I prefer study the night before national exam because I tend to forget if I study long before national exam. I think study is important because it gives you a lot of information that can make you be more intelligent and give you good grades at school.
I prefer to study in a silent environment because when in a silent environment, I can study much better. And I also can concentrate more. So when I study the material, I can memorize it better. Okay, so for some cases, I prefer to study in a formal group because in a group you can discuss with your friend, ask your friend if you don't understand. For example, like mathematics, it really helped me to understand better. Memory-based national exam is easier for me because I don't really like calculation national exam because it's a little bit difficult for me. Yeah, I prefer to choose memory-based national exam.
I usually study the night before of the exam, or if the teacher told us like a week before, I will study a week before of it. I usually study at home because it's more comfortable, and of course in my home I will be comfortable of it. It's actually depend of the subject of the task, because if it's hard for me, I will study like in the afternoon. If it's easy for me, I will study it in the night time before sleep time.
I prefer being indoors, like in my bedroom, where I usually study, rather than being outside, which is so noisy and crowded. It's just disturbing me and it's not comfortable at all. I prefer being in a silent environment because it is less noise, which I can study better and I can be more focused. I prefer studying alone because I don't like being disturbed by other people, and also because I'm an introvert, so I like being alone.
I prefer studying with private teacher because I can ask questions that I don't know. Memory-based school is more easier for me because I can do math and physics. I prefer studying the night before the exam because I can memorize it better.
National exam is a standard evaluation system of primary and secondary education in Indonesia, and the equation of quality of the education levels among the areas that are conducted by the Center for Educational Assessment, the Department of Education. The law of the Republic of Indonesia number 20 of 2003 states that in order to control the quality of education nationwide to be evaluated as a form of accountability of education, provides to the parties concerned, further state that the evaluation conducted by the independent agencies on a regular basis and systematically to assess the achievement of national education standards, and the monitoring process evaluation should be done continuously. My most dominant intelligence is musical. Well, that's true because I always learn with music on, so I can learn well. My least dominant intelligence is naturalist because I'm type of person who likes to learn indoors than outdoors, so I don't really like nature.
My dominant intelligence is bodily kinesthetics. It is true because when I'm studying, I always make loud noises so I can study properly. My least dominant intelligence is logical mathematical. It is true because I don't like mathematics and I don't like anything that relates with numbers. Study tips for kinesthetic learners. Take a break when studying. Combine an activity while you're studying. Keep your fingers busy while you're studying.